welcome to Unews. I'm Carolina Sarassa. Happy Friday, and thank you for being with us today. And we began this hour in California with the fire. Government officials say they're battling at least 5 major fires across the state. Dry, hot conditions and the Santa Ana winds are not helping efforts to contain the blazes. In Northern California, the tick fire is only 5% contained. 500 firefighters using 100 fire engines and 6 helicopters are right now on the scene doing their best. Rafael Rodriguez has the images from the ground. And now let's go to Salvador Duran. He has the latest on the tick fire. Salvador, what are you seeing right now? Be able to talk to Salvador later in the show if it's possible, but thank you so much for being with us live talking about these fires. And now we can inquiry process by Democrats. This as testimony is expected next week by a top White House official who listened during the call with Ukraine. Many Republicans worried about what he might say. Lorraine Cáceres has the latest on this impeachment inquiry.
The president continues to question why the whistleblower is not being called to testify, while Democrats say that testimony, it's not necessary for them to move forward with their inquiry because they believe they have sufficient evidence to do so without it. The Washington Post is reporting the White House delayed a decision related to Ukraine trade in August, a signal that U.S. suspension of cooperation extended beyond security funding. Carolina, back to you.
Thank you, Lorraine, for that report. And the former Apprentice star who accused President Trump of sexual assault has presented evidence to back up her claims. Documents filed in court under the Justice Department has launched a criminal investigation into the Russia probe. President Trump making good on his threat to investigate the investigators. So what does that mean? It means the department is now essentially investigating itself. Carolina Rosario has more. The funeral service for the late Maryland Congressman Elijah Cummings took place at a Baptist church in Baltimore today. Former President Barack Obama go to the crisis in Syria. The Pentagon is preparing to send troops to Syrian oil fields, reversing the president's decision to pull U.S. troops after declaring victory over ISIS. Pablo Gato has the details from Washington. Thank you, Pablo, for that. GM union members have until this afternoon to vote on a tentative agreement with the company that could end the ongoing strike. Right now, the tally stands at one of the many states feeling the ripple effect of the trade battle between the U.S. and China, and that's an issue that could play a big role in the upcoming elections. Roger Borges has more on how workers there are feeling. Now, Mississippi has opened its first ever medical care clinic for the LGBTQ community. It is part of to the Big Apple. New York City taking new measures after more than 24 bike riders have been killed on the roads so far this year. Explains the reaction to this new plan is mixed. And welcome back to Unews. A Florida woman was set on fire inside a fast food restaurant. She was left with serious injuries. It happened at a Tallahassee Taco Bell. Suspect nearly being hit by an alleged drunk driver. An Arizona family is grateful to be alive. Now the woman whose car saved them from the accident is now speaking out. Romina Leon has more. Now to a story that captivated a community. A dog trapped on a cliff for more than 5 days was rescued by heroes on a mission. That video now going viral. Grecia Lastra has all the details. North Korea, where dictator Kim Jong-un is trying one of his more bold tactics to lure President Trump into negotiations. It appears that Kim wants to deal one-on-one with President Trump. Baby Romo has more. Welcome back to Unews. A new report from the CDC's National Center for Health Statistics found that fentanyl is the most commonly identified drug in fatal overdoses. 2017, doctors have completed their first full-face transplant for an African-American patient who also happens to be the oldest patient to have this type of procedure. The 16-hour surgery took place at a Boston hospital, and Michelle Jurado has more. And this weekend, it's a battle of villains at the box office as Joker and Maleficent, Mistress of Evil fight for the top spot. But moviegoers looking for something new have options as well. Murungi has more. A lot of movies to choose from. We're just thinking about who the next Maleficent will be in a couple of years. We'll see you guys on Monday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And if you guys go out trick-or-treating, please be safe. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys Monday. Hasta luego.